Hello friends! Let's plant potatoes in this hollow container. Oh. Sorry friends, after 6 years of study in natural resources management and environmental law, I fell deeply, madly in love with plants. Look at this beauty. Welcome to 254 Nature Growers. Subscribe and join this plant-loving community. At the end of this episode, I want you to be comfortable enough to plant potatoes in a container and get some good harvest. So for this project, this is a fun project you can do at home in your backyard garden, backyard farm. You need a hollow container. This is my hollow container. So you need a hollow container. You need your potatoes. These are the potatoes I've selected. You need a knife to cut the potatoes. You need some wood ash. And you need your mix of garden and compost soil. 1. Choose a spot which gets direct sunlight at least 6 to 8 hours, because potatoes need full sun to grow. So here they will receive direct sunlight for about 8 hours, from morning to evening here. This container is good enough. Then I've made plenty of holes around this container, just to make sure that it does not retain a lot of heat to destroy my potatoes. Because when you use a dark container, it heats up fast. So you can paint it white, or you can make many holes just to reduce the amount of heat that will build up in this container. So full sunlight, and secondly, place the container where you don't have to move it often, because it's a hollow container. So here I will not have to move it. You just stick here from today till the day we harvest our potatoes. Potatoes need well-drained soil to grow well. Your soil should not retain a lot of water. If it becomes wet and soggy, your potato seeds will rot and the soil will become acidic and you won't harvest any potato. So take a mix of your garden soil, your normal garden soil, and your compost, 50% of each, and mix it up. My compost is rich in organic matter. It also has cow dung, it has chicken manure, it has goat droppings, it has kitchen scraps, and plenty of organic matter. It has dry matter, it has material from dried trees, dry leaves, it has dry grass, and I've matured it for more than 3 months. So it will not harm my potatoes. Instead, it will be soil that drains well, and it supplies the nutrients that the potatoes need to grow. Pour in your mix of garden soil and your compost. So I'm going to fill this up. Then I want to show you the level. Do not fill the container to the top. I've left some space here. So you can estimate like filled 6 inches of this container from down here midway. So I've left quite some space where I can, like 6 more inches where I'll be topping up. So by the time we are harvesting, the soil will be up to this level, here by the time we are harvesting. Because as your potatoes grow, you keep on adding soil. You call it healing. You keep on adding soil so that the stems and the leaves you have buried, as it grows, they develop more roots and you can get more potatoes. So we'll keep on filling this pot. Once the potatoes reach 15 centimeters, once they sprout, they grow and they reach 15 centimeters, I'll start topping up more soil until the top. So you just top up as it grows. So how wide your container is determines how many potatoes you can grow in it. You can have 6 potato seeds inside, because don't plant too many of them. They will compete for nutrients and you will not get good returns when you're harvesting. You will not get a good yield when you're harvesting. Potatoes you select, they show signs of growth. Like this one is already sprouting. This is the potato eye here. If you have store-bought potatoes and you've had them for some time and you see that they are not showing any signs of growing, it means they have been sprayed with a chemical to prevent any sprouting. So don't use such potatoes. Those ones will not grow because they have been sprayed to prevent any growth. So this one, you see, it also has some eyes. So that's how you select your potato seeds. Watch the video on zero-cost seeds to understand other zero-cost seeds I've used to grow my food and garden heaven. So using a normal kitchen knife, you're going to cut the seed potatoes either in 2 or 4 pieces. I'm going to cut it in 2 pieces. When you're cutting your potato into pieces, make sure every piece has an eye. So like this top side will have this eye, and you also check this other side. So you just try and cut your potato in a way that both pieces have eyes where the potato will start sprouting. So you check this side, you check the eye, and you turn it, you check whether it has an eye. So you can make any number of pieces you have. You can also grow the whole piece. Like you can just plant this whole piece, it will still be okay. As long as it has an eye, you just plant it. So let me demonstrate that. Like that. I'll plant this one as a whole. I'll also cut this one into 2. So now I have 6 pieces that I'm going to grow. 2 of them are going to be whole. This one has an eye. You see? That's what you consider. This one has an eye. I hope you can see. This piece has an eye. So this is what is going to sprout and grow. And you're going to get new potatoes. Don't plant them directly without coating them with some ash. So this is wood ash, and it has to be wood ash. You coat them with some ash just to prevent rotting, because you've cut the pieces. You can either do this, or you can cut the pieces earlier and leave them out for several days just to dry up. But because you want to plant it now, you just coat it with wood ash. The cut side, you just coat it with wood ash so it doesn't rot. And also by doing this, you're going to control the pH, because potatoes like a pH range of above 6. It should not, your pH, the pH of your soil should not be acidic. So you just do that. You cut the cut side with some wood ash. You can also do it round, it's okay. But you see now the cut side is what is going to hold the wood ash. So after cutting it with the wood ash, so now it's time now to plant our potatoes. Like that. So I didn't cut this side, and this one, this side is dry. This side is dry, so it will not rot. When planting your potatoes, the cut side goes down and the eyes have to remain up. So I'm just going to position it like that. We're going to plant our potatoes now. Where the eyes are, this side should come up. So let me just position them around. The side with the eye goes up. So I'm leaving some space this side, and here there's also a lot of space. And this container is big enough for all these pieces. So you just look at where the eyes are. It's like that. This. So now we've positioned all our pieces. There are 6 pieces in total. The next step is just to cover lightly. We just want not more than 10 centimeters of soil, because we want to see new growth. You don't want to cover it deep, and we've already used ash to prevent rotting. But if you place it deep, you will delay seeing any sprouting. So don't put it too deep. And you are going to be topping up soil up to this point. So this will be enough space for us to get a good yield. And the soil is rich, it has the nutrients. So let me cover the rest of the potatoes, then I'll show you how it looks. So if you place your finger inside and it's dry, you need to water your container again. Friends, remember our potatoes from scraps, the sack potato? See, it's growing. So this is what we are expecting, and I didn't plant them deep. If this is your first video, remember to subscribe and click the notifications bell. I grew this from scraps. Okay, that was just a sneak into what is going on. Friends, watch the video on how to grow potato from scraps. If this is your first time, please watch it. It's very interesting. And this will be all for this video. The last step is just to water. And in 3 months, you're going to harvest potatoes. That's all for this video, friends. Until next time. Bye.